Welcome class. Today we are going to start your chapters 2 noun and kinds of nouns. Okay? So the definition of noun is a noun is a name of a person, place, animal, thing, feeling or thought. All naming words are noun. We are well accustomed with this definition. Any naming thing, any object, any name of animal, place, thing is noun. Now we will be coming to kinds of noun. There are 5 kinds of noun: proper, common, collective, material and abstract noun. Okay? So we have proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun and abstract noun. Now see, proper noun. A proper noun is a special name of a particular person, place, animal or thing. It always begins with a capital letter. Proper noun is the name of a particular person or a place or animal. Means a name, a proper name given to anything is your proper noun, and it always starts with your capital letter. Okay, it doesn't matter that your sentence, if starting with proper noun only, then your proper noun will be having the first alphabet in capital. If your proper noun is contained within the middle of the sentence, even then it will be starting with your capital letter. Richa is my sister. See here, your sentence is starting with Richa, so R is cap. But if your sentence states like that, for example, my brother Mohan is sitting over there. So in this case also, Mohan, M will be in capital letter, even if the proper noun is in middle of the sentence. Okay? See, Chandigarh is a beautiful place. Chandigarh is starting with capital letters. Similarly, we live in Mumbai. Mumbai, it's ending. The word is ending the sentence. Then also it is starting with a capital letter. So it says that every proper noun, no matter where it has been placed, will always start with a capital letter. Clear? Next, see, common noun. A common noun is a name given to every person or thing of same class or kind. Means a common noun is the name given to anything that is very common, that is in common. For example, boys, girls, table. All these are your common nouns. For example, Kapil is an honest man. So Kapil is your proper noun, but man becomes your common noun. Okay? Collective noun. A collective noun is the name of a collection of person or things taken together or spoken as a whole. A collective noun is a name that is given to a particular collection of things. When something, some people or anything collected in a bunch, that particular name given to that collection is known as your collective noun. Okay? For example, mob means a collection of people. Crowd, collection of people. Bunch. Okay, all these your collective nouns. See, I purchased a bunch of grapes. So bunch is your collective noun. Now see, album of photographs, battalion of soldiers, block of flats, a bouquet of roses, bunch of bananas, chain of events, a soul or school of fish, regiment of soldiers, flock of sheep, fleet of ships, a column of ants, anything. A particular name given to a collection is your collective noun. Next, material noun. A noun that stands for a matter or substance of things are made is called material noun. So, the substance with which something is made is known as your material noun. For example, gold, silver, copper, sugar, salt, milk, anything is your material noun. Means the material, the substance from which things can be made is your material noun. Next is your abstract noun. An abstract noun is the name of some quality, feeling or an idea. So abstract noun gives us the idea that the name given to a particular thing which cannot be seen or touched but can be felt is your abstract noun. For example, beauty. For example, beauty. Beauty is something that you cannot touch or you cannot see, but you can only feel. For example, if I say beauty lies in beholder's eyes, the sentence means something which is beautiful for me may not be beautiful for you. So it changes. It is an imagination, a thought, a feeling. So things like this are known as abstract noun. For example, honesty is the best policy. Can we see honesty? No. Can we touch honesty? No. It's just an imagination, a feeling, a perception of somebody. So things like this are known as your abstract noun. Okay. See how your abstract nouns can be formed. Let us learn how abstract nouns are formed. Okay. Short, shortage, break, breakage, marry, marriage, waste, wastage, pass, passage, carry, carriage, literate, literacy, private, privacy, wisdom, wise, wisdom, free, freedom, try, trial, buy, burial, burial. Sorry, it will be bury, not buy. Bury, burial. Dismiss, dismissal. Just, justice. Correct it over here. Okay, this should be corrected. This should be bury. Okay. Justice, just, justice, coward, cowardice, and so on. There are a list of things given over here. So I expect you to read all this abstract noun and see how they are formed and go through the chapter, revise, and we will be completing the next part in your next chapter. Till then, see how your abstract nouns, different kind of abstract noun can be formed from these words. Try some new words of your own, and we will be completing this chapter in the next class. So till then, stay home, stay safe.